Hello everyone, Thempire Ian here again. It's Burst Protocol time, and we've got the new world premiere archetype, TCG exclusive Genomics, or GMX, the dinosaur-themed archetype. You know I love my dinosaurs. Let's see what these guys are up to. I've never read these cards before, obviously, because they definitely weren't released early by accident. Anyways, here we go. We have a researcher and a dinosaur. What could go wrong? There's never ever been something where a researcher and a dinosaur have had issues before, ever, in media, ever. All right, we have GMX Researcher Saland, a level 3 Fire Warrior effect monster. Okay, Rota target, 1500 attack, 700 defense. If this card is normal summon, you can special summon a non-warrior GMX monster or a level 3 or lower dinosaur monster from your deck. Interesting. That could get a lot of stuff. That could get Baby Sarasaurus. That could get Ironwoodorn Archosaur. Like, there's some good stuff in there, in that range. If this card is special summoned by monster effect, you can add a GMX spell trap for your deck to your hand. Well, we'll have to see what those are like. If a dinosaur fusion is on the field, you can shuffle this card on the field from the field into the deck. If you do, negate the effects of one face-up card in the field until the end of the turn. That's not bad. This card right here actually seems pretty decent. You can use each effect once per turn. All right, this is a strong start. Saland is not a bad card if the rest of the GMX cards are anything to be good at all. Returned Dinosaur Deneen. It's Jurassic Park. The dinosaur's returned as in we've revived it. Level 1 Water Dinosaur Effect Monster. Why is it a water? 400 attack, 1200 defense. If this card is special by monster effect, you can add a GMX monster from your deck to your hand. During your main phase, you can fusion summon a dinosaur fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field. Okay, so it's just got a normal kind of fusion effect. Dinosaurs can use that. Obviously, you can special summon off the effect of Saland and get it to the field, add a GMX monster specifically, so you have to have another monster you want to add. You can also get it off of Miscellaneous Saurus because it is just a level 1. And then you can get a fusion summon done. But the only dinosaur fusion that's like worth making is the one that requires Kaitoptera. So you're going to need to have Kaitoptera on the field. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can make all dinosaur monsters you control currently control gain 400 attack. Yippee skippy. Okay, to be clear, I did actually watch the live stream that they did, and then like even Jerome and Billy Brake couldn't sell this one. It's like, oh, dinosaurs, they already have a bunch of attack, just give them more. And it's like, yeah, man, that's what dinosaur needed, was more attack points. Okay, so then we have the other GMX cards, Chairman Kimridge and Associate Noma, and these guys are a little more freaky. GMX Chairman Kimridge is a level 4 light psychic, not an E-Tele target because it's level 4, not level 3. Damn. Attack of 1000, defense of 900. See, that's the other thing. I thought there was gonna be like a psychic dinosaur kind of thing going on, but no, it's kind of just everything. And also it has like a focus on dinosaurs. It's like a bunch of other stuff that isn't dinosaurs, and then also dinosaurs. You can reveal this card in your hand at a GMX Applied Experiment number 55, so that's one of the things in here, from your deck or graveyard to your hand. If you do, shuffle this card into the deck. If this card is special summon monster effect, you can target 2 cards in your graveyard. So this could be special summon because it's not a warrior. It can be summoned off of Saland. And that's how they pronounce it on stream. I don't know if it's Salanda and they just aren't pronouncing it that way, but they're pronouncing it Saland. So you can summon off of that and target 2 cards in the graveyard that are GMX cards or dinosaur cards, place them on top of your deck in any order, then you can destroy one attack position monster your opponent controls. Sure. You can only use each effect once per turn. So you get to stack the deck of cards in your graveyard and then also destroy an attack position monster. Why does it have to be an attack position monster? Who gives a shit? This card is not particularly good. It adds the GMX Experiment 55. If that's a good card, I guess that'll be good. And then we have GMX Associate Noma, level 4 Dark Reptile. So she's like fused herself already with the genes of dinosaurs, or maybe it's other because now she's a reptile instead of a dinosaur. I don't know. Anyway, she's a level 4 Dark Reptile, 900, 1300. If this card is special by a monster effect, you can target 1 card each from your graveyard and your opponent's graveyard. Place each card on either the top or bottom of the deck, so you can like mess around with kitting cards out of your... This isn't Rush Duels, though. This doesn't matter. If a monster is... I guess it does matter. It's just like... You have to special summon it to get that effect. You can't normal summon it. If a monster is normal or special summon your opponent's field while this card is in your monster zone, except during a damage step, you can fusion summon, so there's another fusion effect, by shuffling monsters from field, grave, or banishment into the deck. Oh, that's kind of neat. That's not awful. But the rest... I don't know, these two just don't really do much. Okay, what are our boss monsters doing? They're just those two guys again, so I imagine they're not doing very much. Anyways, GMX Alos, a level 8 light dinosaur fusion effect monster, 3000 attack, 900 defense, not a lot of defense points. One GMX monster, one a dinosaur monster, pretty easy to make. Then each time your opponent normal summons or special summons a monster, gain 200 life points. Yippee skippy! You can only use each of the following effects of GMX Alos once per turn. Target a GMX monster or a dinosaur monster in your graveyard or banishment, special summon it. Okay, that's like kind of fun. But like, that's not good. It's good. It's good. I'm lying. It's that it's not good. It is good, but it's not good enough. This card cannot attack the turn this effect is activated. At the start of the damage step, if this card battles an opponent's monster, you can destroy that monster. Okay, so it's got an ignition effect that lets it summon a GMX or dinosaur monster from the graveyard or banishment. And then it has a start of the damage step effect when it battles a monster. What? Holy Nanbo, Batman. What the fuck are you talking about? Why? What is this? What are we doing? What the fuck is this? Terrible fucking stupid ass monster. Okay, is Velox any better? Level 8 Dark Dinosaur Fusion, 2700, 1300, same materials, GMX is a dinosaur. Each time your opponent normal or special is a monster, gain 200 life points. Oh, so we're just putting it on all of them. Okay. They're getting healing just like the lizard. Just like the lizard. She's the lizard. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can target one card your opponent controls, excavate the top cards of your deck until you excavate a GMX monster or a dinosaur monster, lose 400 life points for each excavated card, add that GMX monster or dinosaur monster to your hand, or special summon it, and shuffle the rest into the deck. That's a quick effect. I guess the GMX monsters do have like on summon effects. But it's random which one you run into. So you like activate this in response to your opponent's effect, hoping that you get the pop effect. You don't get the pop effect, you get the graveyard effect, and then you have to like put two of your things back into the deck. Or not, like just like you don't get anything out of it. Like, that sucks, dude. That sucks. That's really bad. Also, after that, destroy the targeted card. Okay, you do get to destroy the targeted card, at least. So you get one thing going. You might get two things, maybe. But you definitely get one thing. Go use this effect once per turn. That's it. That's all it does. That's all it does. Oh my god, it's like Dryden with more stuff. Sorry, Billy Break. It's just... It's this better be a good spell. Singular? Where's the rest of the archetype? Where's the rest of it? Are you sure there's only one spell card in here? You sure about that? You sure there's only one spell card in this deck? Okay, it better be a good one. GMX Applied Experiment number 55. Mambo number 55. Salanda, Deneen, Kimridge, and Doma. As the summer goes away, the days are getting shorter. Okay, it's a normal spell card. Excavate the top 5 cards of your deck until you've excavated a GMX monster and a dinosaur monster. Lose 400 life points for each excavated card. Then you can fusion summon one GMX fusion monster in your extra deck using any excavated monsters as material. Also shuffle the rest of the deck. You can only activate one per turn. So it only fusion summons GMX monsters. It the materials it uses are random. It can only use one GMX, one dinosaur. And you lose 400 for each excavated card. Dude, this sucks. Dude, this sucks. Oh my god. Wow. These are miserable. What the fuck? Like, what the fuck are we doing here, dude? These are so bad. Salanda is a good card. Like, just like, to be clear, Salanda is a good card. I think it actually has potential in a generic dinosaur deck. I think it has a lot of potential. As like an alternate normal summon to Oviraptor. You normal summon Saland, you go summon out a baby Ceratosaurus or an Animadorn Archosaur, depending on what your hand is. That's good, right? That's pretty good. In fact, I think it fills some of the holes of Dinosaur. It's still 2-card combos, but at least you have some cards that kind of fill out those spaces. And this one you can search with Rhoda, which is pretty nice. And you can search it with, what is that one? Oh, what is the one? Infernoble Knight arm of Infernoble Knight arm. Durandal? Is it Durandal that does the search? Anyways, that'll get it. It's a Fire Warrior, right? So cool, right? So that's like a good card. You don't really want to special summon it. You want to normal summon it because the special summon gets you the fusion spell, which I don't think the fusion spell has no place in a dinosaur deck necessarily. It is kind of, well, it only makes the GMX cards, but like it does kind of make them pretty easily. It's just like the fact that the material is random is rough. It's really rough. It is Gamba. It is absolute Gamba, and I don't like that. Danine is also kind of interesting as just like giving more fusion tools to dino decks, but we're really going to need to have something good to fuse into for that to be worth doing, right? And I don't know that these fusion monsters are good enough for that, but they are pretty easy to make with Saland. Now, Kimridge is just a searcher for Experiment 55. The other effect might as well not matter unless you're summoning it off of Saland. I will say these cards don't have nothing going for them. This is not a Tistina situation, I don't think. I think these have something going for them, which is the fact that they could use the dinosaur tools, right? They could use the dinosaur tools, and they've also, like, they've got some stuff going on in here. They all seem to work to a common goal, except for Alos, who works against himself. But other than that, I think they all seem to work towards a common goal, which is more, you could say, than for Tistina, right? Noma, I think, is probably the worst of the bunch. It is like a bad DD Crow, and also a quick effect fusion summon in response to a normal special summon. Now, it can use stuff from the graveyard. That part is interesting. It can only fusion summon GMX, though. I wish it could summon other dinosaurs. I would be really interested in that. Does she have to use herself? She does not have to use herself. That's interesting. Alos, I think, is, like, quite bad. But the Reborn effect could be interesting. If it was a 6, that might be really interesting, in fact. But since it's an 8, that kind of fucks with things. I think, like, you could, I don't know, maybe I'm just like cooking with poop here, but like maybe you could do like a bit of a package where you're trying to like, but I don't want to summon Saland. I don't want to special summon Saland, I mean. And like, how are you special summoning Saland, right? There's not really a good way to do that without like some of the Infernoble Knight stuff. No, I think really your best option is using Saland as like a normal summon in other decks, and like Dino Danine can be part of that, and you can be like, you can fusion summon like something. I mean, if you go with Danine, you can summon out Danine and then grab Kimridge, and then Kimridge can grab Applied Experiment number 55. and then you can use that to make a GMX fusion monster. But if you're not on a critical mass of them, you're going to take a lot of damage. Honestly, I feel like you might see Velox and Applied Experiment 55 in Master Duel Ladder. Legitimately, you might see them in Master Duel Ladder. Hold up. God damn it, what is going on? Okay, there we go. Like, legitimately, you might see these two in Master Duel Ladder. Like, you just have a lot of ways to get to... You just have GMX Applied Experiment, 3 copies of it. 3 copies of Kimridge to get to it. And then, like, 1 dinosaur. And then you go Applied Experiment to, like, excavate your entire deck until you get to the dinosaur that you can use as part of the material for Velox, I mean. And then you use the Velox effect as soon as your opponent puts this card on the field. And then it's a self-TK deck. It's a self-TK deck, a really good, consistent self-TK deck. Isn't that what we wanted in Master Duel? You just have to make sure you do it before they do too much normal or special summoning to gain those life points back. But you shouldn't gain too many. Like, it's 400 for every 200, right? So, 400 versus 200, I mean. So, you know, that's something to look forward to. I think this could make a decent self-TK deck, honestly. Like, legitimately. As for, like, actual play, Slan's a good card. Deneen has potential, just for its ability to give you an extra fusion summon that's, like, searchable pretty easily with both Saland and Miscellaneousaurus. You could go Deneen into Kimridge into Applied Experiment, and then Applied Experiment try and do a fusion. I just don't know how good that is. And like, if you're on like 3 Saland, 1 Kimridge, and then you've normal summoned a Saland, and you've gotten Kimridge into the graveyard already to do the search. There's 2 targets left of the deck. How much of your deck are you going to excavate, right? It only takes 20 excavations to kill yourself. That's all it takes, 20. So you got to be really careful. Really, really careful. With using the fusion spell. I think as far as like, because of this excavation effect and the losing more life points, I think the only option if you're just like generically making fusion monsters from this archetype is Alos. I think the Alos summon effect could be useful, maybe. Or maybe you can like reborn a level 8 dinosaur monster and then like do a rank 8 kind of play. That might be interesting. I don't know. Nothing locks you here. But yeah, I don't see this deck seeing much play outside of Genesis format, and even then, I don't think it's going to be particularly good. But, and say it with me, everyone at home, say it with me. If we get a good second wave, this has potential with a good second wave of support. Oh God. Another dinosaur archetype down the drain. Damn, dude. They don't give us much. And then they give us this when they give us stuff. Hey, like I said, I think Saland is interesting. I think I'm going to start brewing with Saland in Dinosaur and see what I can do with her. I think she's interesting. We'll see. All right. Let me know what you think down below about these cards. How poopy are they? Maybe there's a hidden gem in there. Maybe there's a hidden combo I haven't been aware of, been made aware of. Let me know down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Hey there, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've got a lot more for you if you want them. Just hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to get notifications. I'd also appreciate if you left me a like and a comment and maybe shared the video around with your friends. You can also follow me on all the usual social media sites. Just check out my website in the description below for more info. My videos are funded by my patrons, Ko-fi subscribers, and YouTube members, whose names you'll see scrolling by in these credits here. For just $1 a month, you too could find yourself here, trapped in my end screen for all eternity, among other benefits. In particular, I'd like to thank Jeremy Coatney, Frog Prince Michael, Fleakill, Haru Hayes, the Almighty Ferret Lord, Fire Mizumi, Beastman, Bryn, and Beelzis. A big thanks to all my patrons and to my little community as a whole. Remember to be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and have a wonderful whatever time it is for you. Bye-bye!